Hello everyone, welcome to Optimal Timelines. I am your guide, Sean Collins, in helping you to connect to your most optimal future timeline. So this is going to be your monthly tarot readings for the month of February 2021. And it's not going to be for your sun, moon, or ascendant, but I do tarot readings based on your North Node by sign and house. If you're not familiar with what the North Node is, down in the description box below, I have some links of a couple of videos explaining the North Node and why I use it in readings. But basically, the North Node is recognized in astrology in both the East and the West as your soul's path or soul's journey of the things that you should be doing in this lifetime and the things you should be avoiding. For those unfamiliar, also, this is the North Node here, this symbol, and this is the South Node here. And in the description box below, there's also going to be a link where you could look up your chart if you don't already have it. So let's get started. So this is your February 2021 reading for everyone with their North Node in Aries and or the first house. So there's two videos you want to watch. You want to watch the one for your North Node by sign and one for the North Node by house. In a moment, I'm going to connect and shuffle, and I'd like to invite you to really open up your heart space and your intuition. Close your eyes, take some deep breaths, and just have the thought and intention of getting and receiving the information that you most need to know right now. Okay, so I'm going to connect and then we can begin. I call upon my spirit guides and guardians and the wisdom of my ancestors to bring forth the information that's true and correct for all who see this reading, that it may bring them the most beautiful, happy life possible and set them on their most optimal future timeline. So may it be. Okay, we're going to shuffle. Okay, I will explain the layout here. So over here on this side, this spread is for the first half of the month through the 1st through the 15th. This side over here is for from the 16th to the end of the month. So the first thing that's really hitting me right now is that there is some emotional turbulence that's going on big time in your relationships. And I think for a lot of you, it could be romantic relationships, but what I'm getting is it could come from family members, friends also, or even like co-workers. But it was very painful. I think for the bulk of you, though, it is through like your romantic relationship connection. Over here, the first part of the month, the thing that's really, really coming to me is that this has to do with, in some way, shape, or form, addiction. Okay. Not only it could be a physical addiction to something, like a substance, but also an addiction to a way of being, an addiction to anger, an addiction to drama. And I feel like this is something that you're having to deal with from someone else, okay, from some other party. And or like I said, the other addiction, it could be like, sex, video games, food, anything, but there's something to do with addiction. And like I said, even like anger or like a way of being. there was some communication that came to you, okay, and it's like you let down your guard a bit, and this kind of took you by surprise, okay. um, Now, in this spread, this is your week from beginning, and then as it progresses to the end of, excuse me, the first half of the month, from the 1st to the 15th. These two cards here are your advice cards. And what life is telling you is to, there's an inclination to close your heart or to put up a wall. Now, I'm not saying don't protect yourself, definitely like physically, but, protecting yourself emotionally and mentally and psychically. However, the way to work around this is that to rise above it, you have to stay in your heart space, okay? But you have to use all your faculties, okay? Because a lot of you, with North Node in Aries, there is a tendency for a lot of you where you've noticed probably throughout your life, very controlling people might have come into your life, okay? Not only in romantic relationships, but in all your relationships. And your first inclination is to be the peacemaker. I just want to like everyone to get along. I want, but this, what this is telling you is to become an emotional warrior, okay? Meaning that, use all your faculties, but it starts with, it's kind of like saying like, it is saying, self-love, self-respect, and having the courage to stand up for yourself, and the courage to not take things in a black and white way where you're either like completely giving in to someone's will or completely like shutting your heart, okay? And so that's what this is here. The Five of Swords, or Page of Swords, excuse me. Pages are traditionally like messages, okay? But this card, what it's telling me is that this could also be like kind of standing guard or being in a defensive mode, but or just leaving yourself open. So that's what is being taught here. This is a theme that has reoccurred for you over and over again throughout your life, is the balancing between being able to protect yourself, stand up for yourself, look out for yourself and self-esteem, and also, keep the peace, okay? So this situation, I feel like that's how you're gonna, see this in the first 2 weeks of the month, is you're gonna see this way, and your way out is to stay in your heart and use all your gifts. I'm seeing a lot of you have like, you don't honor yourself enough for all of your gifts and talents, okay? And you need to start like showing those, because that is really where all of this is going to move forward, move out of your life, and you'll be able to kind of get past this. Now, moving on to the second half of the month, I'm seeing like a lot of you, like there's mixed things. A lot of you will do, as of the energies right now, will get through this and be able to kind of stand up for yourself. But in particular, what's coming in is, for the second half of the month, I see that there is a feminine type energy that's going to be coming into your life. And I see it as a person who is coming in to show you the way. Now, there's people that can teach us in our life. They can teach us in harsh ways, or in ways where we're being invited to kind of take in this information. I feel like this one is going to be the latter, which is someone who's going to come in and kind of show you the way. But as of a lot of messages in life, it's not like it shows up like an Amazon truck. Here's your delivery with your message. These messages come in. It could just be you overhear a conversation, or someone's talking to you about something. My shamanic teacher taught me this in a big way, to really listen and realize that when messages are coming in, whether it's something you read, you see, you overhear, a random thing you hear on the radio or on a video, is really listen. It could be that person talking to you and they don't even know that they're giving you a message, but there's a message in that, okay? And so that's what I feel like this energy is really the second half of the month. And this is just good to do always, but really listen, because I feel like this information is going to really help you in your life and getting on your most optimal timeline. And it's going to come, you just have to really pay attention and like listen to it. I'm also getting that a lot of you are really, really charging hard and, kind of moving at a very fast pace. And for a lot of you, what is going to help you is to kind of slow down a bit, okay? And to have like a little bit of inner reflection and kind of look at what's going on, because it's almost like there's so many things going on around you. It's almost like, where do I look over here? Do I look over here? It's take a deep breath, really, really listen, especially from the 15th, 16th on to the end of the month for these messages that are going to come through. And I feel like, and it not necessarily, when I say feminine energy, it could just be of a more nurturing, it could come from, someone of any gender. Okay. But I just say feminine, meaning that it's going to be that kind of flavor polarity. Now, your advice cards for the second half of the month, what you're going to want to do, you have the Two of Swords here, and you've got the Queen of Wands. And where this is hitting me is that the way I look at the astrology chart, and I look at pretty much everything in life, because everything is a polarity. The opposite polarities are what balances deficiencies out. So if there's a deficiency in one area in the universe, what balances out is its polar opposite. So I'm seeing like for a lot of you, it's the need to really think about your inner like self-esteem big time, okay? That inner fire, because a lot of you have like a lot of creativity, a lot of beauty within you, a lot of strength, but you're not allowing it to get out. And this is coming from a very like long place. And you're doing that because, I realize you don't want to rock the boat, but you've got a lot of, things to give in this lifetime. Okay, so what I would like you to do is I would like you to, as a, let's say, homework assignment, I want you to look up the Queen of Wands in tarot. And I want you to look up the definition for the upright position and also the reversed. Okay, because take this as message number one that's coming to you for this month. Look up what it means to be the Queen of Wands in her healthy state and her unhealthy state. And be sure to, it's the balance that you're learning your whole life, but especially this month, balancing between protecting yourself, yet not closing yourself off. Okay, everybody, thank you for watching. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, and helping me to grow the channel. Go out there and make it an awesome month. And remember to watch the video also for your North Node house. Thanks very much. We'll talk to you soon.